Hello, I'm Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. Today, March 14th, marks the anniversary of the first death here in New York City at the hands of that enemy, COVID-19. And it's critical and important for us to pause because we lost tens of thousands of lives in the state of New York. We lost thousands of lives here in my home borough, the Bronx. And in every borough, all of us collectively have seen our neighbors, our co-workers, family members fall sick, lose a job, or even worse, lose their lives because of this ugly pandemic, because of this virus. We saw individuals who were out there putting themselves at risk, essential workers, working in hospitals, people working in nursing homes, delivering packages, working in transportation, working in the fire department, the police department. We have not, as a city, been able to find the time to mourn those lives, those loved ones, those New Yorkers. Those people are more than just statistics. Each and every single one of them is an individual with a story to tell, with a lifeline and a lifetime of memories with their families and loved ones. We saw a lot of tragedy this past year. We saw a lot of hurt and anguish, and we've experienced high anxiety. We've seen the very ugliest and the worst of times in our city, but we also have seen tremendous fortitude. We've seen individuals go out there volunteering, feeding folks, feeding seniors, feeding the hungry, helping people, curing folks, making home visits, being able to hand out masks and PPEs and hand sanitizers, and doing all that we can to comfort as best we can our fellow New Yorkers. I know that the best is yet to come. There's been hope with these vaccines. I urge everyone to get vaccinated. I'm so happy that as a son who has parents in their 70s, I was able to convince my parents. I'm waiting for myself to be eligible so that I can get vaccinated. It's the only way that we're going to get herd immunity, so that we can get back to some level of normalcy and open up the economy and make sure that we create jobs again and make sure that we do the best that we can to make a better Bronx, a better New York. It's the only way that we're going to correctly pay homage and respect to those lives that were lost during this pandemic. It's the only way that we ensure that their death was not in vain. Let me also say that for anyone who lost a loved one, a next door neighbor, a colleague, or someone that you feel needs to be adequately memorialized, visit my website and help us with some of their images and send us some of the memorable moments that you have of them so that we can add it to our virtual memorial. It is important that we mourn. It is important that we pay homage. It is important that we pause. I look forward to seeing each and every single one of you. Stay safe, stay strong, and together we could build a better and stronger New York.
My name is Marika Scott McFadden, and I'm the Deputy Borough President in the Bronx. We know that in the past year, we've all struggled with the pandemic, especially in the Bronx, where we've been hard hit by so many victims to this disease. There's been so many of us who have lost family members. And today, we ask everyone to take a moment to pause and remember the many lives that have been affected by the pandemic, especially in the Bronx and throughout the city, throughout the country and the world. These are mothers and fathers, members of our families and friends. These are all people that we, especially at this moment, will miss in our lives. We know that it's important to take time to think about our loss and to think about our family members. And I want you to know that we are Bronx strong, we are New York strong, and we will be able to get through this together.